If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.
So recently I published this article called 99% of requests failed, but my dashboard was showing green. This experiment I have worked when I was trying to benchmark the LLMs locally, just like how we do HTTP endpoint locally. We'll start with one virtual user and then we will make sure everything is fine. So similarly, I started with one concurrent request with the help of multiple tools. And I found this particular NVIDIA's AIPerf is one of the best tool to measure the performance of the LLM. So in previous video, we have seen from the AWS Labs LL meter. So that also is a Python based, and it has kind of a limited features when compared to AIPerf. So AIPerf is like more advanced features. For example, you can make use of GPUs, you can make use of plugins and dashboards, and there are terminal UI, right? So it has a lot of bells and whistles when compared to LL meter. So it depends on what you are trying to achieve and what kind of aspect you are validating. So that varies. So based on that, you can choose this tool, either AIPerf or LL meter. But of course, I'm going to cover multiple tools and methodologies in this series. So this NVIDIA AIPerf, if you go to this GitHub repo, you can get started with how you can install and what you can do, help, command, sample, references, everything you can see. So basically AIPerf is a comprehensive benchmarking tool which will help you to measure the LLM performance. So here, this is the UI, terminal UI of NVIDIA. So this one I tried it in Windows. Somehow it is not working, and it is throwing a lot of errors. For example, if you see resolve Cyclops forward ref on 3.14, they fixed it, but still, I don't know, in Windows there is a conflict. Of course, if you want to debug using any agentic tool, definitely you can fix it. But if you have Mac, definitely you can directly jump into testing the LLM performance. So here, as you see, they mentioned about Ollama via Docker Desktop, or you can also have the native installation in local, and you can use these models to benchmark the LLM performance. So now let me go to the blog article. So in GitHub, they have covered various use cases, but in my blog article, I covered kind of a stress testing, which we are going to see in demo. So first you need is any LLM based on your power in your system config. You can just pull any Ollama model. So in this case, I'm going with Granite 350 million parameter. So it's very lightweight. It's a text-based model from IBM. And the endpoint, as you know, it is 11434. That's where Ollama will run by default. And of course, you need to install the NVIDIA's AIPerf. So to install, just clone it and pip install AIPerf, or you can also use a UV sync command. This one, you don't need any GPU. So this particular AIPerf supports NVIDIA GPU. If you are using Windows with NVIDIA driver, yes, it will work. But Mac, I don't think there is a NVIDIA compatible GPU. So you can directly test the GPU, but of course you can spin something in the cloud and then you can test it. Okay, now let us just go to the terminal, and here let us start with something very basic. So after you install AIPerf, you can just type AIPerf and hit enter. So before that, we have to activate the virtual environment here. So now if I use AIPerf and hit enter, it will give you the version, it will give you the commands like analyze, trace, plot, plugins, profile, etc. So if you want to install the completion, you can use this install completion. It will automatically complete when you press tab. So now just let us start with very simple, like AIPerf version. As you know, it's 0.8.0 here. And now let us use -h. So again, it will display the same splash screen, right? So now first let us begin with say plugins. So what plugins it has and what plugins you can leverage. So you can use this AIPerf plugins, and you have to pass this particular -IALL all, so that it will display all the categories and the plugins. So in this case, let us also start with very simple one. Again, if depends on what you're trying to achieve. So in my use case, the more apt plugin is arrival pattern. So in this case, you can go with constant arrival pattern or gamma or Poisson. So you can choose based on your requirement. And of course, there are multiple categories are available. For example, here if you see accuracy grader, API router for metrics, results, workers, console exporter, and then dataset sampler. So there are various categories which will help you to benchmark your LLM performance. For GPU, again, you can use either Python or DCGM, but of course Mac Mini didn't support, so I cannot demo that particular GPU aspect. Okay, now let us start very simple. So if you go to my blog, and here, as you said, right, as I mentioned, I'm just starting with single user baseline. So here, as you see, the model is Granite 450 million parameter and streaming endpoint. And then endpoint is chat, so that whenever you send some prompt, it will start streaming. And then tokenizer, you have to use built-in tokenizer. Otherwise, you can mention the model, which tokenizer you want to use. And request count, how many requests you want to send, and the concurrency. So basically one concurrency with 50 request count. So just copy this particular command and just go here and hit enter. So this will start the TUI, terminal UI. And at the bottom, as you see here, it is displaying the application logs. And at the top, it will display the profile progress and the status, live concurrency, errors. So everything you can see it here. And in the right side, as you see, there are real-time metrics. So TTFT, time to first token, second token, latency in token, ITL, output TPS, end-to-end output, OSL, ISL. So it covers all the LLM metrics, and it will display it every couple of seconds so that you can see the latest statistics. And also at the top right, it also displays the progress here. So it is very intuitive. And at the bottom, again, you can see the shortcuts. So basically you can toggle between multiple tabs by clicking on it. And once it is done, it will display the CSV export in here and JSON and log file. So this one, basically you can just send it to your pipeline, LLM pipeline, to process it, or you can also manually analyze. So, but this particular table will be very helpful to analyze. So as you see here, for one concurrency, you will see better performance. For example, here, time to first token, it's almost constant here. Average, minimum is constant, and maximum is 1.7 seconds. Of course, first request will always take some time. But if you see P90 percentile is 220 milliseconds, and P50 is average is like 208 milliseconds. And P99 is almost a second. And time to second token, again, it's everything is consistent here, as you see here, because second token and subsequent tokens, you will see better performance compared to the first token. And intermediate token, inter-token latency also, you can see it is pretty much consistent. And again, TPS, end-to-end token throughput, and everything, as you see, it's almost consistent. Because it's just one concurrency, one virtual user, equivalent of one virtual user, and 50 requests we are sending one by one. So this is the baseline, basically one virtual user kind of a test. Now let us go to the next one. So here, the wake up call. So in this run 2, we are pushing the concurrency to 50 and the warm up request count as 10, so that it will eliminate the cold start, so that you can eliminate the first 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. You can eliminate, remove it, and we can run it for like 60 seconds. So this will give you some kind of another step in from our baseline test. So let me copy this and go to command prompt, paste, and hit enter. So now let us focus on the progress here. So progress, again, it will remove all other components. It will display only the status. So here, as you see here, warm up, and it is yet to start the actual test. And metrics, no metrics available yet because still in warm up. And workers, how many workers it's spun up? Well, basically it is 5 idle, And GPU telemetry, again, we are not using any GPU, so this will not display anything. And logs, you can see the logs, and if you press escape or click here, it will go to the home page. Okay, now the test is done. As you see here, the time to first token is 37 seconds average, maximum is 58 seconds. And but second time to second token, which is almost consistent. But if you see the inter token latency also, it is consistent, and output token per user also, it is almost consistent. And if you see the request throughput, which is only less than 1, and the total request is 78. So now when we compare this with the previous one, so the TTFT went from 223 to 41. So that is almost 180%, 186 times increase. And at P99, it is almost more than 60 seconds. The monitoring dashboard is green. So basically the user will be just waiting for the token, first token basically, or the subsequent tokens. They will be just, it will be stuck. Now the next run 3 is a very important phase. So here we are introducing a new term called, most of us would have not heard about this particular term. So everyone knows about the term throughput, but what is Goodput? So Goodput is a flag in AIPerf. So basically you need to mention the SLO, service level objective, of say 500 milliseconds, and then it will compare your throughput with that. So Goodput measures the throughput of requests that actually met the SLO. So if you're sending 100 requests, if 100 requests met the response time or TTFT is less than 500 milliseconds, then Goodput also it is 100%. But around 90% of requests is beyond 500 milliseconds, then the Goodput is like 10% only. So that's where we are going to measure. It's very important metric in performance world for HTTP throughput, but for LLM it is Goodput. So now let me just copy this and let us go here. Let me clear my screen and paste this and hit enter. So now again, as you see here, it is 50 requests in flight. After adding the Goodput parameter, so here in the real-time metrics, you will see this particular row. So right now it is 0. Of course, the throughput, the Goodput is not met the TTFT SLO. So we need to wait whether it is increasing or all the requests are violating the SLO. Let us wait. So now it's done. It is ramping down. The request rate is around 0.8 per second, and concurrency is at 36. Now let us wait for a few more seconds. Okay, it's done. So now let us analyze this quickly. So time to first token. So again, average is 41 seconds, and maximum is 61 seconds. Terrible. Time to second token is almost consistent. Latency again terrible. And let us see the Goodput. So Goodput is 0. So basically all the requests are terrible. Now let us go back to the blog article. So here benchmark duration 60, yes, and Goodput we are mentioning here time to first token. So we are comparing only the time to first token, not the time to second token. So the SLO is time to first token is 500 milliseconds, and again rest everything is same. So now as you see here, request throughput is around 0.91, but Goodput in this run, when I created the blog article, it is like 0.01. It's okay, just one request at least went through fine, but in this run 0. So 99% of the requests failed to meet the TTFT SLA. So even though you're saying everything is good with respect to throughput, request throughput, but the Goodput is 1%, less than 1%. So it is not fine for the users to deliver this like configuration, because they'll be staring the screens, the loading icon, loading graphics only. So what is wrong here? So that part we have to dive deep. So how the LLM has been built, and what kind of stack it is, and what kind of configuration it is. So we have to dive deep. but the bottleneck is in the inception phase itself. So that's called pre-fill phase. So whenever you send like 50 requests, it is queuing. So again, queuing theory comes into picture. It's not even started basically. It's waiting. So the bottleneck is like we have to optimize the queuing strategy. That's the my observation, and brainstormed with LLM as well. So this needs a better queuing management system, routing, scaling with multiple pods, multiple systems, etc. Because this is just one system, and that's where the bottleneck is, right? So this is the lessons I have learned when benchmarking the LLM locally using AIPerf. So of course there are multiple options available within AIPerf. We need to explore one by one. Again, plugins is there, and then live dashboard. So I can quickly show you the live dashboard. So now let us go here and enter this command. So here I have to pass for the PNG plots. You need to use this particular plot command and the artifact folder. And for interactive browser dashboard, you need to use this particular ---- dashboard. So now let us use this command and hit enter. So now as you see here, it created multiple graphs with the title, and you can just zoom in, pan out, and also create a custom plot, just like JMeter or K6 dashboard. Okay, so with this, please let me know if any questions. Please try AIPerf. Definitely it's a great tool to get started with LLM performance, and let me know what issues you're facing or what observation you're seeing to benchmark the LLM locally. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
If you like my dad's videos, please subscribe to QA Insights channel.